Once upon a time, in a quaint village nestled between rolling hills and lush meadows, there lived a young shepherd named Lucas. Lucas was a simple, hard-working boy who spent his days tending to a flock of sheep that belonged to a wealthy landowner in the village. Despite his humble position, Lucas was known throughout the village for his honesty and integrity. Every morning, as the first light of dawn kissed the horizon, Lucas would rise from his small, thatched cottage, grab his staff, and head out to the pastures where his sheep grazed. The fields stretched as far as the eye could see, carpeted with wildflowers and dotted with ancient oak trees. Lucas knew every inch of the land, and the sheep trusted him completely. He guided them to the best grazing spots, kept them safe from predators, and ensured they had plenty of water to drink. One day, as Lucas was leading his flock to a nearby stream, he noticed something unusual glimmering in the tall grass. Curious, he approached the spot and found a small leather pouch. Picking it up, he felt its weight and upon opening it, discovered it was filled with gold coins. Lucas's eyes widened in surprise. It was more money than he had ever seen in his life. For a moment, his mind raced with possibilities. What he could do with such a fortune. He could buy a new house, perhaps, or even his own flock of sheep. But as quickly as the thoughts came, Lucas pushed them aside. He knew that the pouch of gold did not belong to him. Someone in the village must have lost it, and they were surely worried about it. Without a second thought, Lucas decided he would return it to its rightful owner. He carefully tied the pouch to his belt and continued to lead his sheep to the stream, his mind made up. After ensuring his flock was safe and settled by the water, Lucas hurried back to the village. As he walked through the cobblestone streets, he asked the villagers if they had lost something valuable. Word quickly spread, and soon a small crowd had gathered, all eager to see what Lucas had found. When he showed them the pouch of gold, gasps of amazement rippled through the crowd. Among the villagers was an elderly man named Mr. Harold, who was known for his wealth but also for his kind heart. As soon as Mr. Harold saw the pouch, his eyes filled with tears. "That's mine," he said, stepping forward. "I lost it while returning from the market yesterday. I've been searching everywhere for it. Thank you, Lucas. You have no idea how much this means to me." Without hesitation, Lucas handed the pouch back to Mr. Harold. "It's yours, sir," he said simply. "I found it in the field while tending my sheep." Mr. Harold was deeply moved by Lucas's honesty. "You could have kept this for yourself," he said, his voice thick with emotion. "But instead you chose to return it. Your honesty is a rare and precious thing, Lucas. I cannot thank you enough." Lucas smiled modestly and shrugged. "It was the right thing to do, sir. I couldn't keep something that didn't belong to me." Impressed by Lucas's integrity, Mr. Harold insisted on rewarding him. "You may be an honest shepherd, but I won't let your good deed go unrewarded," he said. He took out a single gold coin from the pouch and handed it to Lucas. "Take this as a token of my gratitude, and know that you have earned my respect and friendship." Lucas tried to refuse, but Mr. Harold was insistent. Finally, Lucas accepted the coin with a grateful heart. "Thank you, sir," he said. "This will help my family a great deal." The story of Lucas's honesty quickly spread throughout the village, and soon everyone knew about the honest shepherd who had returned a pouch of gold without a second thought. The villagers admired Lucas even more, and many of them began to seek his advice on various matters, trusting him for his wisdom and integrity. As the days turned into weeks, Lucas continued to care for his flock with the same dedication and diligence. But now, whenever he walked through the village, people greeted him with warm smiles and kind words. He had earned not only their respect but also their friendship. One day, as Lucas was tending to his sheep on a hill overlooking the village, Mr. Harold approached him. "Lucas," he said, "I've been thinking a lot about your future. You're a young man with a good heart, and I believe you deserve more than just a life as a shepherd. How would you like to come and work for me as my assistant? You would help me manage my lands, and in time I could teach you the business. You could have a future beyond tending sheep." Lucas was surprised by the offer. He had never imagined a life beyond his flock, but the opportunity to learn and grow was something he couldn't pass up. "Thank you, Mr. Harold," he said. "I would be honored to work for you and learn from you." And so Lucas began a new chapter in his life. Under Mr. Harold's guidance, he learned about farming, business, and how to manage the land. He proved to be as diligent and honest in his new duties as he had been as a shepherd. Over time, Mr. Harold came to rely on Lucas more and more, and the two became close friends. Years passed, and when Mr. Harold grew too old to manage his affairs, he entrusted everything to Lucas. By then, Lucas had become a respected and prosperous man in the village. He married, started a family, and continued to live by the values of honesty and integrity that had guided him all his life. Lucas's story became a legend in the village, a tale passed down through generations as an example of the rewards that come from living an honest and upright life. The villagers often told their children the story of the honest shepherd, teaching them that doing the right thing is always worthwhile, no matter the temptation. And so Lucas lived a long and fulfilling life, surrounded by the love and respect of his family and friends. He never forgot his humble beginnings as a shepherd, and he continued to care for the land and the people around him with the same honesty and integrity that had earned him their trust in the first place. This story of the honest shepherd emphasizes the importance of integrity and the rewards that come from being truthful and doing what is right, making it a valuable moral lesson for children.